Hey y'all, it's Casey and welcome to my channel. I got 2 new turtles and they're super tiny. I just got them Friday and it is Sunday currently. And I didn't want to wait too long before I made this video just because of how tiny they are. They are so tiny and so adorable. They are sulcata or African spurred tortoise. They are land tortoises, not water turtles. They're adorable. And if you know which turtle I'm talking about, these sulcata tortoises are the 3rd largest tortoise in the world. Casey, why did you get such a big turtle? Well, they're not right now. They're not. This is how big they are. And I got 2 of them because I did not want them to be lonely, which I don't really think they care, to be honest, but I care, and why not have 2? That's really cool. This one's being a little bit more active and not as shy. They're the big ones you see at the zoo. So super tiny, itty bitty. There is a difference between them. This one has spots in its shell, and then this one is more, let's see, I don't know if you can really see, but this one is more flat. This one's more rounded. Sorry if that was a bad angle, I couldn't really see. But yeah, one's more flat, one's more rounded in the shell, and then the flatter one has spots on its shell. With these, or any turtle tortoise, you don't know the gender of the turtle until it's about, I don't even know if it's 5 years, 5 to 10 years, I'm gonna say. It might be 10 years. But yeah, so I don't know the gender. I do have names picked out, and I'm just going 50-50 and saying I have a boy and a girl. My names, which I have not picked which ones, because I kind of want to like fill into it and just like take a guess on which is a girl and which is a boy. For the girl name is Ira. I don't know where that name came from. I just kind of liked the name, and I asked Nick if he liked it just in general, and he was like no, I don't like it. And I was like, okay, it'll be a turtle's name. So yeah, I got a turtle named Ira. And then for the boy, and I think if it ends up being a girl, it'll be a cool name for a girl, Sanch. So I did have another turtle, a water turtle. It was a red-eared slider, and I never got around to making a video about that, but I no longer have it, which is sad. I'll have to make a separate video about that. So with these tortoises, I got them from a guy that had been following for a while, and his Instagram name is the reptile guy. He has all kinds of tortoises. He also has lizards. I don't think he has any at the moment. Reptiles Man is his Instagram name. Little name under, like it's not the name, but it's like right there. It says Sin City Reptiles. So I think that's like the company maybe. But yeah, so he has tortoises and he breeds them. And they came in this little container. Right now he has a deal for them for $50 a piece for like each, so 100, because individually they're like 65, I believe. And then he also has a deal where he'll send you an egg and you can hatch your own tortoise. I really wanted to do that, but I really wanted to, and I was too paranoid for something to happen with an egg. They're about a month to 2 months old when he sends you them, and they're not even 2 inches big, I don't think. They're super tiny. I've had several people comment or message me, and they're like, oh my goodness, I want one now. And I'm like, hold on, like, do your research. I did a lot of research before I even considered getting one. I've had a water turtle before, so I could do that, but I've never had a land turtle. And this specific tortoise is the one you see at the zoo that's gigantic. It looks like a medium-sized dog, and it lives up to 100 years old. And I got it, and they grow rapidly for about the first 10 years, so I felt like I had plenty of time to plan for that for when they are bigger, because when they are bigger they like to dig 30-foot burrows, and I have plenty of time to prepare for that. I don't believe they will be too expensive. So these specific tortoises, diets consist of just grass. Like, you can put them out in your front yard and they'll eat the grass in your front yard, and leafy greens and some fruits and vegetables occasionally. So yeah, I've just kind of been coming out here picking the grass out of my front yard and then dropping it in there, putting a little bit of calcium powder on there, because their diets, like, they need enough calcium for their shells not too pyramid. And what that is you see how nice and flat this is and round. When they're older, and if they don't have enough calcium or humidity and heat, their shells will start to pyramid. Just look up turtle pyramiding, shells pyramiding or something, and you will see what I'm talking about. So gotta avoid that at all costs. If you know me, you know I have a weird obsession and love with turtles. If you do consider getting this specific tortoise, there are many other tortoises that don't get quite as big, maybe like as big as my face, like a leopard tortoise. I mean, there's a lot of other turtles that don't get quite as big as them. Just really consider the space that they will need, because right now they're so small that they don't need outside necessarily. I would be too scared to live them outside by themselves with predators and everything. I could definitely predator proof it, I guess, but I wouldn't want to leave them outside with how small they are. That's why I love them so tiny, because I have plenty of time to prepare for when they do get so big and when they need to spend more time outside. They like to dig 30-foot burrows, so I'm going to have to lay wire down so they don't dig, and because if it starts to rain, it can flood it, you can lose a tortoise, or just anything. That's when they're bigger. But yeah, just really give it some thought if you do decide to do this. So any animal I get, I'm definitely going to be really dedicated and prepared before I get them. The only thing I wasn't really prepared on was their, I guess, like, enclosure, I guess you could say. There was a 55-gallon tank that someone had for like $75 on Facebook Market, but they ended up selling it. I was a little too late. Right now they're just in a pretty nice sized box, and I have heat lamps around them, and yeah, and they're actually in a dog kennel in their nice sized box, because I don't want the dogs getting them. Box isn't really supportive enough to protect them. But I'm going to try to find another deal like the 55-gallon tank for them to have. It would be supportive. I wouldn't be afraid of the heat lamps being on all the time, because with the cardboard box, the lights get their heat lamps. They just get hot. I guess that kind of wraps the video up. I'll just throw some videos of them in here now. So thank you for watching, and really think about what you're going to do, or like before you get any animal. But with these, like, it's a rare pet to have. I've been called weird for these pets, but that's perfectly fine with me. I'm weird. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope all of you have a lovely week. Hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you all next time. Okay, bye y'all. just going their separate ways. Jeez. Don't even care.